My sister called me a butcher on a podcast with 3 million listeners. She didn't check the flight manifests that proved I was over the Pacific Ocean when the surgery happened. I'm 34, chief of neurosurgery at St. Jude's. My hands are insured for $5 million. My sister, Clara, runs a wellness nonprofit that pushes herbal remedies. She hates that I fix people with steel while she uses crystals. Life was perfect until the board summoned me. 3 people sat in the dark conference room. The chief of medicine, the hospital's general counsel, and a PR crisis manager. They looked like executioners. 2 families claimed I'd botched spinal fusions on the same Friday last month. Alleged I was intoxicated in the OR. I wasn't even in the state. I was in Tokyo delivering a keynote on cranial trauma. I had passport stamps, hotel receipts, and video footage of me speaking to 500 surgeons. The council cut me off. The optical damage is done. We're placing you on administrative leave. I tried to pull up my flight logs. They didn't look. They said they'd review the timeline, but their eyes were dead. They were already drafting the press release. I called my parents. My dad asked if I'd been drinking. I listed the evidence. The keynote, the flights, the time zones. My mom said, we need to hear both sides. Clara called 10 minutes later. She didn't ask what happened. She said, I'm launching a campaign for patient safety. I can't be associated with your negligence. She hung up. 2 hours later, Clara went live on Instagram. She claimed she'd struggled with the decision, but had to stand with the victims against arrogant doctors who play God. My parents commented immediately. So proud of your bravery. Truth to power. I emailed Clara the flight logs, the timestamped photos, the hotel folio. She never opened them. Instead, she started a hashtag using my last name. It trended in 4 hours. The hospital fired me via courier. My malpractice insurance dropped me. The medical board suspended my license pending review. Friends I'd gone through residency with blocked my number. The barista who knew my order for 5 years looked at me like I was a monster. My fiancé gave the ring back on a Tuesday. In 10 days, I went from a renowned surgeon to a pariah. All because my sister wanted a villain for her brand. I hired a defamation specialist. He looked at my passport and laughed. A cold, terrifying sound. They didn't just screw up, he said. They walked into a wood chipper. The investigation took 6 months. We proved I was 6,000 miles away. The medical board reinstated me immediately. Then we subpoenaed Clara's communications. We found the DMs between her and the families. She'd found them on a support forum. She coached them, edited their complaints, told them exactly what buzzwords to use to trigger a media storm. One text stood out. Clara wrote, don't worry about the date. Nobody checks the calendar when the outrage is this good. Just focus on his arrogance. She had prioritized her engagement metrics over the truth. She documented her own malice. The depositions were a bloodbath. Clara had to admit under oath that she never verified my location. She just saw an opportunity to take me down and boost her donor list. The jury deliberated for 90 minutes. They found Clara liable for defamation and tortious interference. Awarded me $2.8 million. The hospital settled for undisclosed millions to avoid a public trial. My parents showed up at my new penthouse last week. They wanted to heal the family. My mom was crying, saying Clara made a mistake. I told them to leave. Clara didn't make a mistake, I said. She made a choice. And so did you. Clara is bankrupt. Her nonprofit dissolved. She's facing fraud charges for the donations she solicited. She called me yesterday, begging for a loan to pay her legal fees. I told her to manifest it.